Hey, what's going on? My name is Monz, or 97 on the beat. I hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching from. Welcome to this video and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I made my newest song, I Don't Fuck With You. I'll walk you through how I made the actual beat, the sounds I used, the way I sequenced my drums, just give you a rough idea, and then I'll just show you the way that I mix my vocals. There'll be a link in the description to the song, so if you like it, you can check it out on all digital streaming platforms. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get into the video.
97 on the beat, so shout out to me.
So the first sound I used was called a gentle sine bell. These are all like stock sounds from Logic. So I'm just using the musical typing just on the keyboard here to make the sound. That's how I did it. So that was just the first like part of the melody, and then I've got this second sound called Moving Vibes, and I've just played in. So I just played that in, so together. Alright, now you'll see that I have panned the Moving Vibes to the right here, so I moved it about 20 to the right. Now you'll see it's pretty even there. If I put it to the middle, the sound like automatically pans to the left, so I wanted it to be quite centered, so that's why I panned that to the right. Moving on to the first part of the drums, so I use Ultra Beat for my drums. That's how I sequence them. Just on this little sequencer here, so you turn on the sequencer and you put them in where you want to. So for the first part it's, and the second two bars will be, so that's how that works. I'll go into more depth on Ultra Beat in another video. Now moving on to the kick, so same thing, I've used Ultra Beat again and just turned on the sequencer there. So you'll see the first two bars will always be quite basic, and then the second two bars right at the end I'll change it up a bit just to add a little bit of variation. So you'll hear just add something else, keeps the listener engaged. So for the 808 I use Alchemy here. Now I wouldn't use Alchemy because they've got quick sampler on Logic, but back when I made the beat I just used Alchemy because that's what they had. I won't go into depth on how I use that. If you want me to, I can in another video, but I think quick sampler is a better way to go about it now. So alright, so I'll show you how he did this. Very basic. With the 808 for this song, I didn't want it to be like super overpowering and like too bassy. I just wanted to fill that space up so that you've got the start here where there's no 808, and then I wanted there to be that difference. I wanted it to have that more fullness when it got to a certain part. So that's that. Hi-hats. The hi-hat was very simple. I used Ultra Beat for the hi-hat on this one. Now I would use Quick Sampler as well for this because it just automatically pitches the hi-hats where you want them. So I wouldn't so much use this now, but I did at the time. The hi-hat's just literally 1/8 of a note with some rolls in there. It's very simple. Literally that's all the hi-hats was, and I didn't want it to be overpowering. I didn't want it to be crazy hi-hats, just simple and effective. Now what I've done is I've added in some snare fills. They're very minimal, but it just adds that little bit to it. So for that obviously I've used Ultra Beat as well, same thing. that is literally the beat. So that's done, completed. That's literally it. I feel like sometimes, I mean, I make beats that are very complex sometimes, and then other times when you keep it simple, it's just as effective. It just depends on what song you're going for. And if you've got a vocalist that can hold a melody and like, it gives you more room to move with that. Speaking of melodies, we're moving on to the vocals. So as soon as I started with this part, straight away it came to my head. I was like, back then, na 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 na. I just knew that was what it was going to be. So I threw a freestyle over it and then basically wrote what you hear now. So with the vocal, I've got auto-tune on it, noise gate, because I don't have a isolation box or anything here. I've got some sound acoustics and whatnot on the wall over there, which is where I recorded it, but it's not like super professional. So I've basically just used the noise gate, my subtractive EQing there, de-essing it, just getting rid of that sounds. Use my compressor. The graphic EQ, I'm just bringing up the high end just a little bit, bring that more vibrant sound out. I de-essed it again just to get rid of any other sounds, which really you don't need to be de-essing 2 times, but I just did it, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. Compressed it again. I've got a bus there, which is where the delay and the reverb is, and I've rolled off the low end, so there's not too much bass in the echo, and that is basically the mixing side of that. So you'll hear it here.
Back then, I was trying to keep up with the passion. I was a little different with the fashion.
So with all that off.
Back then, I was trying to keep up with the passion. I was a little different with the fashion. Now they was Chanel me and I'm just laughing.
Well, you can see there that I've brought it out more, brought it through the mix. Now I've got the dubs on the left and the right. So with the dubs, sometimes, depending on where the song is, and I'll show you in a minute, with the chorus, I'll have the dubs the whole way through. So like I'll be recording the exact same thing. With this, it's just the end. So back then, with the passion.
Back then, I was trying to keep up with the passion. I was going.
So it's very quiet, very minimal, but you can hear it. Now I've added in a little laugh here.
And I'm just laughing, going.
It's just a little ad lib. And then we've got now we've got the rap part of the vocal, which I've just taken the auto tune off it and basically left everything pretty much the same.
I got everything that I need now. See the way my funk flex like this a freestyle. Meanwhile, been had haters up on the scene now. Flip that, moving them haters, we need to clean now. Wrist game popping.
With the chorus, as I said, this is what I was talking about. So instead of just having the doubles, just those last parts of the, like, you'll hear what I mean. It's the whole way through, and it's actually loud. It's pretty much the same as that. Just pan to the left, pan to the right, and then the volume brought down. So
this gon' be my mood right here. I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with. This gon' be my mood right.
And then onto the second verse, which is exactly the same as the first verse. I used the same format when I was writing the second verse, so it's the same pattern, everything. So I didn't really have to change much. I actually pretty sure I used the exact same line as well. So
ballin', I remember when no one was calling. We still won the game like I was scoring. Now all the motherfuckers unimportant.
Alright, and then the only last bit was the last little part. Instead of, I've got the rap there, this one I've done a little bit more of a attempt of singing. Turn the auto tune all the way up and just rocked out a melody.
And I know you want everything all handed out to you. Not the way it goes. Gotta work hard to make the dreams come true. That's what we doing over here. And I can't see you working harder than we did. And I can't see you going through pain that we lived. And I can't see you, I'm on my Stevie Stevie Wonder shit, yeah.
This gon' be my mood right here. Basically that's the whole song. That's literally in a nutshell how I made the track. If you like what you're hearing and you haven't already heard the song, check out in the link in the description. It's on all digital platforms. If you did like the video, hit the thumbs up button. Leave a comment. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll get back to you on that. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Hit the notification button so that you get notified whenever I do drop new content. I'm going to be dropping videos of me making new beats and all that sort of good stuff. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Stay blessed.
Ooh, girl, I never change, ain't nothing new. She a baddie, so I pass her to the crew. Yeah, I got my mind on money, grinding too. Yeah, sorry, I don't have no time for you. Girl, I never change, ain't nothing new.